Right, hello. Basically, it's Monday, and it's very well something I'd like to talk about today. And I'm just thinking to myself, why did I answer the door? Because basically we had canvassing round. Yes, some people were coming round, and they were. It's like people who sell things, and I just hate it sometimes when they come round to your door, and it's one of these things that I just really hate. And basically, my mum weren't going to answer the door, so she said to me, "Well, answer the door then." So I answered the door, and there's two people there, and they were talking, rambling on about, some magazine that basically, if you subscribe to it during the year, you can save lots of pounds on various bits and pieces, and it's just one of these things that, there's me standing there going, yes, 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 no, 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 no. And it really got to me, and they go rambling on. So before you can even say something, that they're rambling on and on and on. And it wasn't until basically they said, well, are you the household owner, sir? And I said, no. Are they in? I said, no, they're not in at the moment. I said, okay, then we'll call back another day. But that really does my head in. And I think the worst one was ages ago when we had, now, I hate this. This is really bad. We had church people, yeah. We had fucking church people that came around my house. Basically, they knocked on my door. I didn't know who they were at first. I just answered the door because usually I'm not ignorant and I want to answer the door because I'm that sort of a person. But basically, upon answering the door, they said, we're from church. They asked my name. Yes, hello, my name's Matthew. Idiot of myself said that basically my name, and they're rambling on before I said that I gotta go and all this crap. And basically, every time they come round, I never answer the door, and I pretend that I'm not in. Even if I'm in, they don't know that. But they spend about 5 minutes waiting at the door, thinking that I might answer. But basically, what they do, they leave a leaflet, a stupid fucking leaflet that comes in through the door, you know. And it's always got my name on it, and that's a problem because they've remembered my name from obviously previously. They decide, but I never read them. I always chuck them in the bin after. I chuck them in the recycling. So I just think that some of these things are just a load of old I just don't know why they bother. Really, it really does my nut in. And like the ones that come around like for animals and that, they say, "Can you spare a couple of pound a month?" I'm like, yeah, with this credit crunch, I'm sure I can whip out a couple of pounds out of my pocket. I need the money myself, let alone giving money like like to these charities that come round. Um, I know a lot of people might think I'm stingy when I don't give to charity, but I do. I do in a way because I go to charity shops, and that's my way of going around charity shops. And if I buy something, i.e. a CD or a record, I'm giving my money to charity then, and that's what they get because I just think that I haven't got time to, people who come around the houses and you go around town and you've got people want who want to who want you to give them to charity, and I'm like, yeah, but you think about it, how many charities are there, and how many do you want to give to? And it's not like we can give to every charity. I mean, that's a problem. And some charities might say, if you're giving to that charity, why can't you give to us? And I'm like, yeah, but we don't have that money to give to charity all the time. So I just think that I go to charity shops and just buy possibly something, and then therefore they get my charity when I go around there. But never will I want to answer the door to people who are selling things that I'm not really interested in, that are just absolutely a load of old cops wallop. Now, might be a different story if they had people coming around selling CDs, proper CDs, like that. Or maybe, um, or maybe, as I remember years ago, this was going back in the early 90s, well, must have been early to mid 90s, we used to have a pop man. Um, Basically, we used to have somebody who used to come around our area selling pop, fizzy drink, things like that, like Iron Brew and things like that, and selling these, and I can't remember how much they were or whatever, but I remember going around near where my friend lives, and we used to go around there. We used to speak to the driver and that, the person who would come around selling them, and that was interesting enough to go around. I mean, I remember um, around the early 90s, we used to even have fish and chip vans. Now you don't get them very much anymore, but that really did go back many times when there used to be a fish and chip van that used to come around here. And I actually do recall I used to get chips from the chip van sometimes because they used to call round and they'd stop by at our back gate, so we'd go out and we'd like to buy some chips. But it was just like a normal fish and chip shop, but in a van. I remember we used to get the bell. The bloke used to give us a bell, and we used to ring it, go around ringing it, saying fish and chip, ding ding ding. Oh, that was the good times. That goes back. That takes me back to my basically when I was a kid. And I'll tell you what, I know in my experience that I have been, that I've tried to be a good person when well, I have, you know, but there has been a few bits that maybe don't recall being the goody two shoes that I basically am. I mean, because I remember years ago, when I was a kid growing up, you know, it must have been about, oh god no, it been about 10 years old, 10, 11, and I remember near where my friend lives there was this underground, this, you know, underpath, and we went under it, and I recall, although I wasn't really interested at the time, but maybe just a little tad, but basically there were some girls and they offered to strip naked for us. Oh yes, in the bushes. That was a rather very you know, one of those things, and even so, that does go back. But then again, I suppose we was a little bit sexual back in the day. Me and friends used to go around their houses and we'd watch German porn. Let's just say we'd watch German channels that actually showed a little bit of you know what. And every time somebody would come in, an adult, you know, like mum or dad would come in and say, "What you watching?" "Oh, we're watching MTV," you know. It's just happens to be a good music channel that's on. And then when they go back, in the next room, quick, flick it back to the German channel. Oh yes, and I have to admit, the Germans know a thing or two about sex, and that was pretty good stuff, you know. Like, it's snowing, and all of a sudden you've got these like Germans who decide, I've got an idea, I wouldn't mind doing it in the snow, on top of a car. Woo! Sheesh, yes, and like we even had dares before, you know, going out there and one of these things, you know, we do dares out in the street, and they dared, and the people I actually knew, they dared me something to take me to actually show my you know what, they actually dared me, but we won't go into that. We'll forget about the whole experience. But so I'm not the so at times I am a little bit of a naughty little devil, but who gives a shit whether I am or not? I mean, we're not all angels in this bloody world, and certainly I like to think myself that I can be good and possibly bad if I wanted to be. I mean, that's the point. And do I give a shit about some of the people on here? No, I really don't, to be honest. I think they're just some sad pricks who come onto YouTube or whatever, and they don't have a life as far as I'm concerned. Doing just stupid, immature things like a fucking little boy, basically. Unless you're a woman and you're doing it like a fucking little girl. Absolutely sad, low life pricks, and you know who you are. But anyway, there's not much I can talk about now in the blog. I'm going to be talking about something else in my next blog. Yes, can't remember what it is now, so I will have to think about it and that. But keep watching, and bye for now.